Like and subscribe if you love Canada. Top 10 most underrated Canadian cities.
Today, let me take you on a journey across Canada, a country vast and diverse, with stories that stretch from its friendly Atlantic charm, through historic routes, across prairies and mountains to the Pacific paradise in the west. When we talk about Canada's cities, Toronto, Montreal and Vancouver will likely come to mind. But you won't find any of them on this list. Today, we dive into Canada's most underrated cities. Each of these Canadian cities offers something unique, a window into the soul of the nation. Allow me to share with you Canada's top 10 most underrated cities, fascinating places where history, culture, and identity converge. Number 10. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Small in size but monumental in significance, Charlottetown is where the dream of Canada was born. In 1864, the Fathers of Confederation gathered here to lay the groundwork for the Union of British Colonies. Province House still stands today, a beacon of that pivotal moment in history. Walk its waterfront streets, and you'll feel the maritime spirit alive in the salty sea air. Here, the Confederation Centre of the Arts celebrates the island's creativity, hosting everything from local exhibits to the world-famous End of Green Gables musical. Charlottetown is a reminder that even the smallest places can hold the biggest dreams. Number 9. St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The founding of St. John's dates back to the early 1500s, making it the oldest city in North America with European origins. Its brightly painted row houses climb the hills overlooking a harbor that has welcomed explorers, fishermen, and traders for over 500 years. On Signal Hill, Guglielmo Marconi made history in 1901, receiving the first transatlantic wireless signal. As you wander George Street, the pubs echo with the laughter of locals and the music of centuries-old traditions. St. John's is a city that wears its history proudly, with a resilience forged by the Atlantic winds. Number 8. Dawson City, Yukon. Although technically Dawson City is a town, not a big city, its name and history make it a place worth exploring. Dawson City is where fortune seekers once flocked during the Klondike Gold Rush, which began in 1896, when gold was discovered in Bonanza Creek, a tributary of the Klondike River. This discovery set off a frenzy, with thousands of prospectors, dreamers, and fortune seekers flooding into the region in hopes of striking it rich. Though these days, the gold is mostly gone, the spirit of adventure remains. Here, time seems to stand still, with wooden boardwalks and restored saloons evoking the late 19th century. Diamond Toothgirdy still entertains with its can-can dancers and gambling tables, while the Midnight Dome offers panoramic views of the wilderness beyond. Dawson City reminds us of the grit and determination that built Canada's frontier. Number 7. Kelowna, British Columbia. Nestled in the lush Okanagan Valley, Kelowna is a paradise for wine lovers and outdoor enthusiasts alike. The region's vineyards produce some of Canada's finest wines, while Okanagan Lake shimmers like a jewel at the heart of the valley. Legend has it, the lake is home to the mythical Agapogo, a creature of local lore, much akin to the infamous Loch Ness Monster of Scotland. The legend of Agapogo stems from indigenous stories, particularly those of the Okanagan people. According to their oral tradition, this lake spirit was a powerful, protective being, requiring offerings from travelers crossing the water to ensure safe passage. Whether sipping wine on a vineyard patio or paddling along the lake's serene waters, searching for legendary creatures, Kelowna offers a slice of heaven on earth. Number 6. Victoria, British Columbia. Victoria is a city that feels like a little piece of England transplanted to the Pacific coast. This capital city of British Columbia is renowned for its charming old-world architecture and stunning manicured gardens, none more famous than the spectacular Butchart Gardens, which features 55 acres of themed gardens, including the breathtaking Sunken Garden. The Fairmont Empress Hotel, with its stately facade, offers an experience of timeless elegance, serving traditional afternoon tea. But Victoria is more than its British charm, it's a city that honors its heritage and natural beauty. Walking along its harbor or through the Royal BC Museum, you feel the blending of past and present in perfect harmony. Number 5. Kingston, Ontario. Kingston, Ontario, a city steeped in history and brimming with cultural significance. Known as the Limestone City for its abundance of stately limestone buildings, Kingston's story is central to Canada's past. Kingston was originally a First Nations settlement before being established as a French trading post called Fort Frontenac in 1673. Over the centuries, it evolved into a strategic British military post. In 1841, it briefly became the first capital of the province of Canada, before the honor passed to Ottawa. Today, Kingston's historic significance is etched into every corner, from its well-preserved 19th-century architecture to its military landmarks like Fort Henry, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Kingston is also the final resting place of Sir John A. Macdonald, Canada's first Prime Minister. His grave, located in Cataraqui Cemetery, is a pilgrimage site for history enthusiasts, reminding visitors of his pivotal role in shaping the nation. Yet Kingston is not just about politics and the past. It's a city deeply connected to Canada's cultural identity. The Tragically Hip, one of Canada's most beloved rock bands, hails from Kingston. The band's music reflects the spirit of small-town Canada and the experiences that unite us all. In 2016, their final concert in Kingston, following Gord Downie's cancer diagnosis, was a national event watched by millions, forever linking the city with the emotional heart of the country. Walking through Kingston today, you'll find a vibrant community that celebrates its history and creativity. Its streets are alive with local artisans, live music, and the youthful energy of students from Queen's University. From the haunting beauty of Kingston Penitentiary to the scenic Thousand Islands just offshore, Kingston is a city that bridges Canada's storied past with its dynamic present. Number 4. Halifax, Nova Scotia. Halifax is a city where maritime history and vibrant culture converge. Founded in 1749, Halifax quickly became one of the most important ports in North America, playing a pivotal role in trade, military strategy, and immigration. The city's harbor, one of the largest in the world, was vital during the British Empire's colonial era and later during both World Wars. During World War I, in 1917, a massive explosion occurred in the harbor when a munitions ship collided with another, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. It was the largest man-made explosion up until the creation of nuclear weapons. It took the city years to recover. One of Halifax's most notable landmarks is the Halifax Citadel, a star-shaped fortress perched above the city, which has stood since the 18th century. It offers stunning views of the harbor and serves as a symbol of the city's military past. Another significant site is Pier 21, the port through which over 1 million immigrants passed on their way to a new life in Canada. Today, the Canadian Museum of Immigration at Pier 21 celebrates this rich immigrant history. The public gardens, a Victorian-era park, and the bustling waterfront boardwalk provide locals and visitors with stunning spaces to enjoy the city's natural beauty. Halifax's rich blend of history, culture, and coastal charm makes it one of Canada's most captivating cities. Number 3. Hamilton, Ontario. Hamilton, Ontario, is a city steeped in history yet brimming with modern vibrancy. Once known as the Steel City for its pivotal role in Canada's steel and manufacturing industries, Hamilton has transformed into a cultural hub while honoring its industrial roots. This unique blend of past and present makes Hamilton a standout destination. Downtown Hamilton's heritage neighborhoods showcase 19th-century architecture, offering a window into the city's formative years. Dundon Castle, a neoclassical mansion, provides a glimpse into 19th-century aristocratic life and stands as a testament to Hamilton's rich past. The city's historic charm is evident in areas like Ancaster and Dundas, where you can find heritage buildings, quaint shops, and old-town vibes that transport visitors to another era. Modern Hamilton thrives in trendy areas like James Street North, a bustling arts district filled with galleries, eclectic restaurants, and live music venues. Locke Street is another cultural gem, beloved for its boutique shops, cozy cafes, and vibrant community events. For a quintessential Canadian touch, Hamilton boasts the location of the first Tim Hortons, opened in 1964, a pilgrimage site for coffee and donut lovers. Nestled in the heart of downtown Hamilton, Hess Village is a charming and lively district known for its historic cobblestone streets and vibrant nightlife. This area, once home to some of Hamilton's oldest buildings, has transformed into a bustling destination filled with restaurants, bars, and patios. Hamilton's natural beauty rivals its urban appeal. Known as the waterfall capital of the world, the city features over 100 waterfalls, with Webster's Falls and Albion Falls among the most picturesque. Just a short drive from downtown, the surrounding Niagara Escarpment offers breathtaking hiking trails and scenic vistas. Or head down to Bayfront Park and stroll along the shoreline or enjoy a sunset over Lake Ontario. Hamilton's resurgence is also fueled by its youthful energy. thanks in part to McMaster University, a top academic institution. This blend of historic roots and forward-thinking innovation can be felt citywide, from trendy streets in the city center to the serene historic towns of Ancaster and Dundas. Whether exploring its historic heritage, trendy neighborhoods, or natural wonders, Hamilton is a city that captivates with its unique fusion of history, culture, and progress. Number 2. Ottawa, Ontario. Ottawa, the capital city of Canada, is a place where history, culture, and politics come together in a beautiful setting along the Ottawa River. As the country's political heart, Ottawa is home to iconic landmarks like Parliament Hill, with its stunning Gothic architecture, and the famous Peace Tower. Every summer, tourists and locals gather to witness the changing of the guard, a tradition that highlights the city's British colonial heritage. Ottawa's Rideau Canal, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, runs through the city and becomes the world's largest skating rink in winter. In the warmer months, it's a hub for boating and cycling. The city's historic Bywood Market is filled with local vendors, restaurants, and artisans, adding to the vibrancy of Ottawa's downtown. Culturally, Ottawa shines with world-class museums like the National Gallery of Canada and the Canadian Museum of History, where the nation's story is told through art and artifacts. The Canadian War Museum offers a poignant look at Canada's military history, while the Canadian Museum of Nature showcases the country's rich natural heritage. Ottawa is also a city of green spaces, with the Gatineau Park just across the river, offering hiking, biking, and cross-country skiing. As a bilingual city, it celebrates both English and French-speaking cultures, reflecting Canada's diversity. With its blend of political significance, rich history, and cultural vitality, Ottawa is a city that offers both a glimpse into the past and a vision for Canada's future. Number 1. Quebec City, Quebec. Quebec City is a living piece of history, one of North America's oldest and most beautifully preserved cities. Founded in 1608 by French explorer Samuel de Champlain, it is the cradle of French civilization in North America and has retained its European charm throughout the centuries. The heart of the city is Old Quebec, Vieux Quebec, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with cobblestone streets, historic buildings, and majestic fortifications that make it feel like a step back in time. One of the most iconic landmarks in Quebec City is Chateau Frontenac, an imposing hotel that towers over the city and the St. Lawrence River. It was originally built as a luxurious hotel for wealthy travelers but now stands as a symbol of the city's grand colonial past. Visitors can stroll along the Dufferin Boardwalk for panoramic views of the river and the surrounding area. The city's French heritage is evident in its vibrant culture, language, and festivals. The Winter Carnival, the largest of its kind in the world, draws thousands of visitors annually to celebrate Quebec's unique winter culture with parades, ice sculptures, and outdoor activities. The city's Old Port area, with its cafes, shops, and galleries, exudes a European atmosphere, while the Plains of Abraham, site of the pivotal Battle of Quebec in 1759, offers green space and historic landmarks. Quebec City is also home to impressive churches like Basilique Cathedral Notre Dame de Quebec, and its streets are dotted with charming boutiques and eateries that reflect the region's French culinary influence. Today, the city remains a cultural hub that celebrates its French roots while embracing the cosmopolitan atmosphere of modern Canada. Whether strolling through its narrow lanes, savoring French-inspired cuisine, or learning about its storied past, Quebec City offers a unique glimpse into both Canada's colonial history and its vibrant, bilingual identity. And should be at the top of your Canadian travel bucket list. So, there you have it. Canada's 10 most underrated cities. Leave us a comment telling us your favorite Canadian city. Which one do you dream of going to? Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more videos about Canada.